So to move on, roles that finance
The
this
finance.
domain has, there are a variety of roles, but mostly what I guess an MBA placement would give an opportunity to would be you could divide it in two parts. One is the market side and one is the deal exposure side. So in the markets we have equity research, sales, trading, and structuring. So, I would look at these roles in two ways. One is what you would be doing there, and second is also what kind of skills are required. So, each role would have different skills. So, I guess the most common assumption is that, a finance role would just mean, I guess, a little accounting and a little analytics, but some of them are go a little beyond that, like for example equity research. So in equity research, the teams are fairly mid-size, and what this team does is produce research report, analytic reports that give recommendation either to clients that are outside. So the bank, so the clients of the banks, like for example they could be institutional clients like FPIs, or mutual funds in case of Indian clients, or they could be in-house also. Like for example, the asset management team of any large bank also consumes a lot of research, which is also produced by these kind of teams. So I would say in equity research, you do need a basic knowledge of finance. Yes, like for example, you might not need too much of an accounting knowledge, but yes, a lot of knowledge on macro, what's going on in the world, various industries, what are the drivers of the revenues in those industries, and a little nuanced knowledge in that case. Also current affairs you would need to keep yourself up with. And another thing is good writing skills. So early on in the team itself, you would get independent sectors to track. Also you would have sectors as well as asset to track sometime. So this is where your flair in writing would be tested. So this is kind of an interesting role if anyone is likes to mix finance as well as a little more softer skills. Then we have the sales and trading, which is on the core market side. So in sales and trading, again, you would also have particular assets to cover. So you could have fixed under fixed income, you can have forex, you can have under rates, you can have bonds, those kind of assets. And within sales and trading, you could either be in sales. So for example, in sales, you're more on the client side. You're not taking positions on the book, you're only helping the clients with their hedging solution and helping clients take their position. So in this case, in a sales job, you would need communication skills, and you would also need to talk to clients on a regular basis and give them market color. Whereas in the trading side, this is more on the mathematical side. So you would have to run a risk in your book on, I mean, create a good P&L for your desk. So in this, and of course you don't deal with clients in case you're a trader. So yeah, sales and trading is a good role where if you're highly analytical, mathematical, you can stick to trading. Whereas if you want like both of it or a little lesser on the math side, sales would be the thing. And this together would also again, like equity research, you would need to keep yourself up with the macro knowledge and news of what's going around. Then we have the structuring roles. So structuring is a little more analytical. I would say trading, structuring, both are analytical. However, in structuring, one key skills they do always test for is quants. So if you have strong quantitative skills. This is also another market role that gets you in this domain, and then it's not too difficult to switch from structuring to sales and trading, or to switch to the market side. So this, I would say, would be the markets core market role. And then you have the portfolio management, where this is the asset management. Like, I think these are typically the roles that come to post grad campus placement, like Goldman's, GSAM. So those kind of roles where you have a geography as well as asset classes to track. And maybe these could be directly portfolios that the bank has on their books, and this team would try to get profits, try to take position, or you would do it for the client again. So in this case too, but these have a little larger team. So if someone who doesn't like working in extremely small teams, like sales and trading has, so portfolio management is something you can consider. And then this side we have the deal experience domains, where you have investment banking, it has ECM, DCM, M&A, and PVC. So I would say these are where you would be required to know a lot more on the valuation side, on and you need to be more diligent, you have longer hours. So I would say these two kind of roles are have a little more broader skills. Like you would also be interacting with client, as well as you would require very in-depth knowledge of valuation. And then the third thing that ties everything together is a lot of stakeholders to manage in this case. Like, for example, you would have a team that is doing the due diligence, you would have the buyer, you would have the seller. So in this case, it would not just be the client you're serving, but also managing more than one stakeholder on one deal. And then finally you have corporate finance jobs. So I see of few of the larger companies have started coming to campus. Like, I think Amazon has its corporate finance program now, just like their bold program. They have something for MBA grads also, who want to do the finance track. So in this case, in corporate finance, more than valuation, you would need to be prepared with more on the accounting, finance, costing, all your two finance electives or your core courses. And of course, in corporate finance, it's more than long consistent long hours. You would have fewer, like you would have more deadlines, like month end processes or weekly some processes, report generation, variance analysis, and all of that. So this is a little more well balanced in terms of a work life than I would say I would say rest all of it except maybe equity research.